Hi, Chris Silveda with Simple Listing Solutions, and I love this topic. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to attempt to reach into your brain and change the station in there. Actually, adjust the channel in your brain a little bit. For some of you, I won't need to, but for a lot of you, I'm going to have to tweak the channel in there a little bit and change the way you think about open houses. Okay, so ready? Here we go. Okay, I'm going to make the little switch. Okay, switch is done. Now you understand that the purpose of a listing is to get another listing. Okay, and the purpose of an open house is to help facilitate that process. Buyers, schmeyers. Okay, buyers, they'll find you. Don't worry about them. If you've got a good listing price right, the buyers, they'll find you. Open house. Who do you want over there if you're going to get listings? Homeowners. Neighborhood homeowners. Guess what? They want to come to your open house. They've been coming by taking the flyers out of the flyer box. They want to know. They want to know. And there's a way to get all the neighborhood homeowners to come to your open house at the same time in a short 2-hour window. There's a way to stage that open house in such a way that when they come, they will engage. I call it stage to engage. They will engage with you. They won't treat you like you have the swine flu and run around the house and get out. Yo, thanks. They don't do that. They come up and they say, tell me more. What's going on? Who are you? And they engage with you. Okay, so you get homeowners who could become potential sellers to come at the same time, and you get them all over there to your open houses. And then you use tools, cleverly designed, intelligently designed, on purpose, intentional tools, combined with great dialogue to position yourself while they're there to give to them and position yourself as a listing guru. Okay, the listing guru, the only logical choice. There's a way to do that. Staging. It's like magic. It's like putting on a show. So an open house is your magic show, where you get all the homeowners to come over and you put on a show. And the end result of the show is, when they leave the open house, they're thinking, wow, Chris is phenomenal. That guy knows what's going on. If we ever list, we're going to list with Chris. In fact, we should call Cindy and Bob right now and see if they hadn't signed that contract yet. They got to know who Chris is. They need to know who Chris is. So if your open houses, if you haven't been doing that, if you haven't been getting all the neighborhood homeowners to come over, free car wash in the driveway, root beer floats, staging events, music, come on in, and like driving the traffic there's ways to do that. It's easy. And positioning yourself as a listing expert while they're there, you got to have the tools and you got to have the dialogue skills to pull that off. Then, of course, you don't like open houses, because you just sit there waiting, hoping people will come. But when you know how to do that, open houses are a blast. They're a 2-hour party where you get to endear yourself to the entire neighborhood. Okay, that's called leveraging, your opportunities. And every listing you get should lead to 1 or 2 or 3 more. Every listing you get should further cement you into that community. And so if you don't have any listings right now, go find agents in your office who do, and then connect with me, and I'll give you some great ideas on what you can do to stage to engage, how to drive that traffic over there. And by the way, since the neighbors are the one taking those Take One flyers out front, you really ought to be designing your property flyers, keeping that Take One box full, but designing those property flyers for the neighbors. Sure, it's got all the property information on there, but buyers, schmeyers, I would never put flyers out for buyers. I don't want them to take a flyer and form an opinion and leave. I want them to call the sign. So, but I do want the neighbors to come over and take a flyer and then turn it over and say, wow, look at what this real estate agent does, honey. So what's that tool that makes them do that? Do you have it? Could you create it? That tool that would be on the back, what would that letter have to say on the back side of your property flyer that when the neighbors come over and take it, they go back to their house, they turn it over and they look at it and they say, wow. In fact, what would that letter need to look like that would compel the neighbors to go log on to a website and give you their email address so that you could send automated drip letters out to them? Leverage. And everything that I just explained to you right now has no expense except the ink to print the letter, and then just thinking. And so remember, The purpose of a listing is to get another listing, and the purpose of an open house is to help facilitate that process. And the way you do that is you drive all the neighbors over there into a 2-hour time window. You stage the event so that people say, hey, wow, and you create the atmosphere. And then, you know what? You use good tools and dialogue when you've got everybody there so they leave with an impression of you as being their only option if they're going to sell their home, and they're going to tell people about you. And then use tools out front in your flyer box that are viral, that they come over and they take those and they say, wow, look at this, and they send it out in the world and they market you to their friends in their sphere of influence. You can do this stuff, and it's free to dirt cheap, which I know you're gonna come to know in time. That's what I like as a guerrilla marketer: free to dirt cheap. It's just knowing where to apply, knowing where your leverage is, knowing where your leverage is. So thanks for watching this video. Don't keep it a secret. If you like it, subscribe, post a positive comment, maybe forward this video as a link to a real estate agency who you think might like it. Your broker might like it. Okay? Go do good work.